Sorry for the delay in dropping the video, but I haven't been feeling well for the last several weeks. Chris might be joining us a little bit later. Went to the doctor last month on the 28th, and I tested positive, and that's why I haven't been feeling so good. Let me fill you in just a minute. Okay, so here's how it all went down. Toward the end of December, I noticed my eye vision was not as good as it used to be. The glasses, it seemed like my prescription was changing basically, and that was a little concerning. I had a doctor's appointment scheduled anyway for the end of February, so I was just gonna wait till see how that happened. What came out from that? Beginning of January, we flew out to California to attend Andy's wedding. Congratulations, Andy and Noel. And when on the way there, I started getting some other symptoms. Let's see. Started feeling tired a lot. Really thirsty. Like my mouth is so hecka dry all the time. And then had to use the restroom a lot. But one thing I wasn't complaining about was weight loss. Probably in the month of January alone, I lost like 15 pounds, which is a good thing for me especially. But that turned out to be just yet another symptom. Went to the doctor on the 28th and had some lab work done. And the results said I tested positive for type 2 diabetes. So, of course, I was a little disappointed, bummed, and a little nervous because I remember growing up, and I think all four of my grandparents have had diabetes. So this isn't like a end of the world shocker for me. Neither of my parents had it to my knowledge, so it wasn't, I didn't know what was going to happen. But I was nervous about having to stick myself with a needle for insulin and things like that. So now my mornings are every morning I get up at 6 a.m. That's when Odin wants to eat. Then I take my blood sample, my blood sugar level. It's supposed to be between 130 and 80, I believe, and it needs to be around the 100 range. The first time I tested it was 400 something. In the office it was over 400 also. So in the evening at dinner time I take this pill to help turn on the pancreas and do something with the kidneys. I don't know what it does. It's called Metformin or something like that. But then in the evening around 9 o'clock I take my insulin shot. I was surprised actually how easy the shot is. It's easier than testing your blood sugar level. The blood sugar has that little device it stabs your finger and you put the little litmus paper into the reader and you get the reader all bloody and tells you what your number is for the day. That's not a good description, I'm sorry. But that's what it seems like to me. But the insulin comes in this little pen. You set the number of units you want to inject, and it's a teensy tiny little sharp needle goes right in, virtually no pain at all. It was a lot easier than I thought. I've always wondered about drug addicts and heroin addicts and stuff, and it's like, how can they possibly be sticking those needles in them? What's the appeal? But if it's as easy and simple as that, I can see why that would not be a deterrent for a drug user. I don't know. Never intend to find out. I'll tell you that for sure. Yeah, that's what I've been doing for the last couple weeks. It's been kind of in a kind of not focusing well, I don't know, just not functioning 100% like I usually do. But all is not dark. We made some. The good news, I guess, would be is I was in the process of for New Year's trying to shift to a keto diet. So since about November, I've been trying to get rid of un-keto friendly items out of the house the improper way, by eating them instead of wasting them. I guess, in retrospect, I probably should have just donated it to a food bank or something, but I don't know. That's neither here nor there. Keto diet, diabetic diet, pretty similar. They're both trying to get rid of the carbs, get rid of the sugar. So, and in reality, candy's never been my weakness. It's been more like pizza and nachos. And of course, the pizza crust is the killer, and the tortilla chips have the carbs. And anyway, so win some, you lose some. Bright side is this opened up some possibilities for some new food experiments. They're keto friendly and diabetic friendly. So the first one we wanted to try was shirataki pasta spaghetti noodles. They're a zero carb, or maybe one, I'm not sure, very low carb noodle. It's not pasta. I'm not sure what it's made out of. Chris cooked up some spaghetti with it. We got the no sugar added Prego, and I think she put some hamburger meat in there. And I know that everything I've read about the shirataki noodles is you want to rinse them off really good, otherwise they have a bad odor, maybe a bad taste, I don't know. So anyway, she cooked them up. Bottom line is, of course, the sauce was good and the meat was good and everything there, but the noodle themselves, they were almost tasteless, basically. They don't have a bad taste, they don't have a good taste. They look like spaghetti noodles for sure, but the texture, it's really hard to define for me. It's kind of like a cross between a really thin, crunchy plastic straw, or possibly the stem of some. Well, I'll tell you what. What it reminded me of, it gave me a flashback when I was in the 4th grade. We used to pick the foxtails up, pull foxtails out of the ground, throw them up, and throw them at each other like darts. Have a little dart war with the foxtails, and we get foxtails stuck all on our clothes and stuff. So, and when you're done the stem, you put in your mouth like, yeah, I'm Mark Twain, I'm Huckleberry Finn or something. It was just, I don't know. It kind of reminded me of having that stem from the foxtail in my mouth. That's what it reminded me of. I ate the whole bowl. At first, it was a little bit of a struggle, but I slowly started acquiring into it. So the second thing I've tried was these Parmesan cheese wraps. Lactose-free, gluten-free, low-carb. And what I did is I made myself an egg salad sandwich and wrapped it in the cheese wrap. It was pretty good. I put it in the microwave for about 30 seconds. One of the ends, I only left it in about 10 or 15 because one of the ends started melting. It's cheese, what was I thinking? But I just wanted to warm it up a little bit. And the Parmesan flavor was not overpowering. It was okay. This is something that can be used in the future. Now, I'm looking for tortilla alternatives. So, and the third item I got was crepini egg wraps, 0 net carbs. You gotta look carefully at the nutrition label when you see 0 net carbs, because they usually play games with the carbs, and some of them are like these alcohol carbs that they count as a negative or something, and I don't know, but you gotta be careful. But it turned out these were actually 0 carb, little very thin, very delicate egg tortillas. But I didn't see the first, I don't know, well, because okay, I haven't backtracked a little bit. When we was in the airport coming back from Sacramento, I mean, my glasses, because my prescription, like I said earlier, was changing, and it's getting hard to see a little bit. And with the mask on in California, everything fogs up. Well, I'm actually, all the airports are federal controlled, so mask mandates, you know. My glasses are foggy, my mask is not helping, and I can't see a thing. I took them off to do something at the x-ray machine coming back from Sacramento, and I was all the way down at the other end terminal when I realized I had lost my glasses. They probably were back at the x-ray machine, because one of my shoes had flipped out and my jacket had fell out of it was a mess. The x-ray machine was brutal to my stuff. But by the time I got to the other airport, my glasses were all the way back to the x-ray machine, and I said, forget it, they don't work good anyway. I just get nothing but fog and stuff, and I was like, I'm not going to go all the way back there to get my glasses, they're useless anyway. So I left them and I came back. I knew I had a doctor's appointment coming up. I figured if my eyes are goofy, I should I'll just make an appointment and get a new set of glasses, get something that works for me. And then, so I had my eye appointment the day before my doctor's appointment, so I didn't know I had diabetes at that time. Boy, am I getting off the track here. The shatiki spaghetti noodles, got those at Safeway or Albertsons, I can't remember. The cheese wrap and the egg wraps I got at Costco. I did not have my glasses on, so I did not see that huge little cauliflower label there. I probably wouldn't have bought them had I seen that, but you know, I need to start experimenting on things anyway. Just because I didn't like something years ago doesn't mean I don't like it now. I made a tuna, so I made a tuna egg wrap, and I was surprised. It tasted really good. And this is definitely a doable thing. All I can say about the egg wraps is they're very delicate. Very delicate. I don't see that being a burrito tortilla substitute, but refried beans are kind of off the list for now anyway. But not meat and cheese burritos, or maybe chorizo even, or who knows, you know. So I'm going to keep that in the play field there. Wow. I think I better call it. I can't think straight. I don't know what's going on. Till next time.